Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing you another 1/12 scale action figure diorama review. Today we're going to be looking at the Extreme Sets pop-up vault diorama. This is the inside of a vault that would be inside of a bank. I believe this set actually attaches to the Extreme Sets pop-up bank diorama as well, and we will check that out later in the video. So this thing looks pretty good. It's got floor, 3 different background pieces that have safety deposit boxes, some drawers that are open, a couple of pillars that are independent of the wall and have more safety deposit boxes. Now I can't tell you how many different uses this thing can have in my action figure world. My collection is predominantly Batman related, and I love having a large, generic 1/12 scale action figure city. I love world building 1/12 scale action figures. This could have Batman investigating the scene of a crime, kind of like in The Dark Knight. We can have the Joker henchman robbing this, also like from The Dark Knight. Catwoman invading Hugo Strange's vault, like in Arkham City. So many different uses for this thing. So, let's go ahead and see how we got to this point. So here's the vault in the package. You can see it's kind of showing you it's a vault pop-up. A little example of how it's going to look on the inside. And on the back, simply an advertisement for Extreme Sets. Okay, now that we got the contents out of the package, looks like we've got some background pieces with safety deposit boxes, some more over there, maybe some pillars or areas in the middle. We've got the front of a vault, and then we got the floor pieces, and as usual, the floor pieces seem completely warped, going to make it really hard for my figures to stand. I'll have to end up trying to straighten them out. Annoying that it seems to always be the floor pieces that have that problem with Extreme Sets. So now let's put this thing together. Let's start off with the back wall pieces. These are the background of the vault. Looks like a bunch of safety deposit boxes. Going to go ahead and put the 2 blank wall pieces together first. Then we've got a larger wall piece that folds open where the vault's going to attach. And the back side, it looks like it's part of the bank. Now I've put the wall pieces together. Got the 2 plain deposits on the side, and we've got the vault in the back. Next, let's put the floor pieces under there. Went ahead and attached the 3 floor pieces together. They have inserts just like the wall. They are warped, and that's going to be annoying because my figure's going to stand on there, but I will say this is actually looking pretty good so far. Next, let's assemble these safety deposit boxes. These are supposed to attach to the wall and simulate a safety deposit box that's been opened. So take this item, and it's very important before you do anything that you crease it in all the different directions as hard as you can. Crease it very firmly. Crease all these little tabs. It'll only help you moving forward. Once all that's done, it's pretty self-explanatory how you put the tabs in. And you want to make sure when you did the walls, make sure you crease the sides as well. Now we've got these assembled. A little bit of feedback. Hard to get them to not look like crap. They're sort of stuck open. I push it in, it just does not connect. I'd have to perhaps try taking something flat, push it in there and try to tuck it inside. Notorious problem I've had with almost all the Extreme Sets. Now these things here, they have a handle. It's like the drawers being pulled out. You could have it sort of sticking partially into the wall with money on top. But I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use them for that purpose. There are a few different places along the wall that are perforated and you can punch them out. And then you can attach the drawers. But I feel like if you do that, it's going to be permanent. You can't really put them back and have it look good. So I don't think I'm going to punch them out at this time. But the effect would look something like this, sticking out of the wall here. And you can see the drawer and the money on the top. Really nice effect. In the meantime, I could have these in the background of a mobster's desk, like just a huge stacks of money. I could use them as drawers. I can have them in the background of this playset. A lot of options to do with this. I'm just hesitant to punch those pieces out of the wall. I'm familiar with Extreme Sets and I hate messing them up where they don't look good. Of course, I couldn't help myself. I went ahead and popped one of these things out. It turns out the whole thing doesn't come out. It simply folds out, goes to the back. You can insert this in and it's permanently attached. Sort of fold it back. Doesn't look too bad. Here's the vault with the drawers attached and opened. Only issue I'm having is some of them still just look bad on the outside because they're not folded in properly. Now let's assemble these pillars. They appear to be independent pillars. They're going to have safety deposit boxes in them, just like before. Fold this thing open. Make sure you crease it the opposite way it was creased already. That will help you with stability. Crease every little fold. Crease it pretty firmly. As you do that, fold it together. Here they are assembled, just like the drawers. Having a little bit of issue here. You can see it's stuck, popped out a little bit. This one's looking a lot better. Flip around, gonna look a little better on this side. You can have them separately like so. Put them together like this. You can have them back to back, like you can access it on either side. A lot of different options here. And the last piece I'd like to look at is the door to the vault. One of those huge metal doors with the metal wheels to open it. Very secure. Here's the other side. It's got these tabs here that you're going to pull off and are going to have Velcro. I believe it's going to be adhesive on the back, so you're going to have to attach that yourself. So you're going to flip this entire set around. This is how it looks on the back side. You've got the metal from the vault here. Then you've got the wood area that I believe is going to attach to the bank set, and we will definitely be looking at that later. So you're going to take your vault door. Keep in mind, this is where you're going to want to attach it. It's got sort of a continuing area there where it can rotate. So you're going to want to use adhesive. Put it on top of here like so. Here's the entire back side, the bank side, with the vault door attached. And then you are able to open it. Make sure you crease these pieces first. It will help you. It's pretty cool. You can slide it open like so. It's also Velcro, so you can't take it off if you need to. Very strong Velcro, I might add. Speaking of bank vault doors, I've got this other bank vault door here. Unfortunately, it broke many years ago. Attached here, it wasn't articulated. It's a solid piece. Here's how it looked on the other side. Pretty cool thing, a little bit smaller. This came, I believe, with a Yamato Robin figure. So here's this vault fully assembled. We've got the drawers attached to the sides. We've got the independent pillars with safety deposit boxes together. And we've got the vault door attached. I must say, this thing's looking great so far. Now let's check out the measurements of this thing. So as far as the height goes, from top to bottom, this thing is sitting at about 14 inches. As far as how deep it is, from the back to the front, sitting at about 19 inches. And then as far as how wide it's going to be, from one side to the other, it's about 40 inches wide. Now let's put some guys in there. Here's a bunch of action figures I pulled out of my collection that seem like they could be doing some banking. They were professional in suits. We've got a bunch of different wrestling figures, a couple Buffy figures, and even a Walking Dead figure. And here are some different figures in it. This could also be used as the mob vault for a mob bank. We've got some figures here from Ghostbusters, wrestling, Pulp Fiction, and Spider-Man Marvel Legends. So for this next part, I had to bring out a different table. I'm going to attempt to attach the bank to this vault. Now this vault is really, really nice so far. And that's kind of frustrating because the bank is one of the worst extreme sets that I've gotten so far. I don't know if this is going to work or not. This table, it's big, but this vault is taking up more than half of the depth of the table. So we'll see if we can do this with a little hangover. And you can't really see it from here, but behind this vault, I've assembled the bank diorama. I went ahead and flipped the table around. Here's the Extreme Sets bank. A couple little stations here. That's where the tellers would go in the back. Then we've got a little narrow area between the two sets. Got the bank vault door and just a wooden hallway here. And it leads to the bank vault in the back. Of course, the Extreme Sets is blank. The bank one on the back, but the vault is double-sided. Mildly interesting. Now here's just a regular day at the bank. Just some regular people doing some transactions at their local bank branch. Little do they know what's going to happen next. Here's a whole bunch of different Joker thugs robbing the bank, trying to make their way to the vault. Here's the Joker gang finally made it inside the vault, looting and robbing. getting ready to escape with their gym bags full of money. And then back to another normal day at the bank. And here's my version of the Royal Flush Gang robbing the bank. Here's a couple of Mezco diabolic figures. These guys make for some great cat burglars or thieves robbing the vault. And speaking of cat burglars, here's Catwoman from Arkham City breaking out of Hugo Strange's vault with a couple duffel bags full of cash. Here's Batman meeting up with Gordon in the vault, checking over some evidence, surrounded by police officers and detectives. Now let's check this thing out, compared with some action figures from different various companies, so you can see what all figures will work with this thing. And it'll pretty much work with any of your 6 and 7-inch action figures. Here it is with some DST, Diamond Select toys, some McFarlane toys, and some NECA toys. They all work great with this thing. And here it is with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles, some Mattel Wrestling, and some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. And here it is with some Mafex, some Hasbro Marvel Legends, and some SH Figure Arts action figures. So whether you like the taller 7-inch stuff or the smaller 6-inch stuff, it'll work with any of those lines. So overall, this is a fantastic action figure diorama. I can see myself doing a ton with this thing and using it in a lot of action figure scenarios. The negative things about this, the floor is really warped. It's really hard to see in the figures on this. And then on both the safety deposit boxes and the pillars, the little tabs at the top, they don't fold in properly and they end up looking really bad and dumb. Very frustrating to have such a cool set with some of these obvious flaws and defects. It's also very, very large. I am not going to have this thing on display. It's going to have to get folded up and put back into the box and only pulled out for special occasions. That's a little disappointing, but it's also a good thing that it's so big. I will say I really like this vault quite a bit, and the bank piece that attaches to it, frankly, I think it sucks, and that kind of brings down my enjoyment of the vault. It'd be nice if they were both excellent sets. If I were to rate this vault, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. And I hate to say it, if the bank was better, I'd probably give this thing a 7.5 out of 10. It's just very nice, it looks good, and it works for so many of my different action figures. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.